I was looking for some stuff to watch on stream, and the one thing that caught my mind was this SunnyV2 video. I know it's a bit overdone to watch SunnyV2 videos, but I was like, oh man, this one is so goofy.
Face tattoo.
You've seen it in the thumbnail, you've seen it in the title, the Anne Frank face tattoo. How do you manage to like convince yourself that this is a good idea? Do you know what I mean? It's just the worst idea of getting Anne Frank. Who thinks that? Who thinks, oh, you know what's a cool little tattoo idea? Let me get Anne Frank on my cheek.
When the Anne Frank face tattoo first went viral back in 2017, articles provided only a brief description of the person
Jesus Christ, this quality is awful. Maybe it's just
wild enough to do it.
Anne
So we lined up a
Frank.
full interview with the rapper to get the full story of the Anne Frank face tattoo. When the idea first came about, Arnold is Dead had recently dropped out of college.
So then I tried the college thing. I tried. I didn't make it past the first semester.
And was couch surfing around Los Angeles by creating free music for any artist who
Yeah, for real. That's like the worst tattoo choice. I think you could probably get like, I think any other like historical figure would be better than Anne Frank. Oh god, there must be a reason there. I feel like I remember this story.
over. At around the same time,
I'm just saying, I feel like I remember this story from a while ago. I think he's the one with like Little Xan. He's mates with Little Xan. I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna fully explain it. Yeah, there you go. So I think there was a story behind why he got it. I can't
Arnold
remember.
began to notice the rise of the
I'll have to find
SoundCloud rap genre.
You had the smoke perps, the little pumps, the ski masses, the XXX Tentacion.
After which he began to emulate that kind of lifestyle. However, there was one thing he was missing which characterized almost every artist from that era: face tattoos. Ko had gotten the Mona Lisa.
I love how like it's like a part of the uniform to have face tattoos. I remember when I was younger, I thought about that before. I wanted to get 3 X's above my eyebrows and then a little crown on the corner, and then maybe like a little eyeball there. And then I realised that I would look so stupid if I had that. I would look absolutely goofy.
On his neck. Blueface had gotten Benjamin Franklin on his cheek. Yet Arnold is Dead was Lisa on his neck. Blueface had gotten Benjamin Franklin on his cheek. Yet Arnold is Dead was looking to make an even bigger statement. As a college dropout with no permanent
Was he just like go through the history books trying to find a historical figure to put on his face? It's like, oh, I got a good one. Anne Frank, that's a banger.
residence, Arnold didn't have the best relationship with his family.
Your mom kicks you out of the house. She thinks you're a piece of shit. Your dad doesn't. He thinks you're a piece of shit. None of your siblings talk to you.
Which not only led to a problem with substances, but also a bout of deep depression.
Got to the point when you're young and you're under, you know what I'm saying, the influence, you're not making the clearest of decisions. You're not, you know. It's a really dark place.
It was at this point that Arnold realized he wanted a permanent reminder that someone else always had it worse than him. And as a result, he chose a portrait of someone who'd had it worse than everybody else, later stating in an interview with The Sun, there are people in history that didn't have the power to control, to actually do things they wanted to do with their lives, to be.
So it's not like a malicious thing to have Anne Frank then. I didn't even realise $20. Bro paid $20 for his face tattoo. At least it's not something like malicious where he's like being racist or anything, or like. I guess there's in his mind it's like quite a moral thing to do. I don't know. I probably wouldn't do it though.
He's stuck in a house and end up dying. Dude, I'm dying to make music. That's the way I look at it. It's very black and white.
My God.
Recognized as one of the world's most famous
Oh my lordy. I'm dying to make music.
That's the way I look
This dude like makes quotes. He's like a quote destroyer.
at it. It's very black and white. Recognized as one of the world's most famous tragedies, Arnold became certain that he wanted Anne Frank on his face.
So then, the eureka light bulb moment where I thought I was gonna blast it on my face so it could be like a reminder where I was like, whenever you feel down and bad, bro, like, on Anne Frank, bro. Like, it was like a thing for me.
Although instead of going to
To be fair, I mean, I know I can't get over how stupid this is. Yeah.
a
I know, it's just like, to be fair though, at least it don't look awful there. I know it's like a big part of his face, but it's like, it blends in quite well, I guess.
It was like a
For a $20 tattoo, it's not
Although
terrible.
instead of going to a professional tattoo studio, he instead opted for a much riskier location.
I go to my friend that was living in Pomona. His name's Ryan. I love this kid. His brother does tattoos out the house. And yeah, I run up Ryan's brother's house and I tell him about my genius plan. And he's like, so how much money do you have? And I was like, $20. Bro, deal.
$20 tattoo. Okay. If I want to get tattoos in the future, right? And I can't imagine like a good tattoo being under at least 100, and that's like a small one. I don't know. I feel like if you get tattoos, you probably should be like financially stable enough to get one that isn't like made of scat and everything. You want to get something that's probably going to stay. It's like, it's not looking awful. So we've all seen like them awful tattoos that you see online, like on like, I know, Reddit or Instagram or Twitter or something. You see like a tattoo job and it's like, the Tomb Raider one is the one that always comes to my mind. Wait, let me pull it up. Yeah, it's the, oh, here we go. This is exactly what I'm on about. Like, you need to go to a good tattoo artist. This is why you don't cheap out on tattoos. Because then you'll just get something like that. Look how droopy this Tomb Raider, right? Oh my god, I can't get over that. So yeah, when I get tattoos in the future, they're going to be properly done to the full extreme, looking good.
On the 20th of August 2017, for a home job price of $20, the Anne Frank face tattoo was finished, prompting an instant response from those who knew him.
I mean, it looks like Anne Frank, I guess.
Someone tell me why Teddy got a tattoo of Anne Frank big as on his face. Why? With many others echoing a similar sentiment. This is so irresponsible, and frankly, I do not approve. How ignorant do people gotta get for attention now, while others made the argument that everybody should be allowed to make their own choices? I mean, you didn't do it, so why do you care what other people do? That's just...
I mean, true. It's like, if you want to do that, you can do that. As long as it's not super offensive. I think it's fine.
Hating, if you don't like it, you don't have to respond. Despite this initial burst of public attention, Arnold maintained that he hadn't orchestrated this to go viral.
I didn't think this was gonna be a viral thing. Bro, I was moving off my like heart. It wasn't a try to be like a viral thing. I was really into tattoos. I wanted to always be completely tattooed, inked up head to toe. You see what I'm saying?
Yet the uniqueness of the piece certainly helped to expand his network, becoming closely acquainted with XXXTentacion and others.
I started working with Ski Mask. I started working with Trippie Redd. I started working with Warhols. I started working with Cole Bennett.
Which eventually led to his now infamous meetup with the one and only Lil Xan. Arnold explained that he met Lil Xan while hanging out backstage at a festival.
And we see that Lil Xan's there, so I just introduced myself. We're just hanging out, we're chilling, we're smoking.
During which Lil Xan saw the tattoo and gave him a funny nickname.
We're just shooting jokes and he was like, this is like Xan Frank, like this is wild.
This on its own wasn't anything interesting. However, when somebody from the media began talking to the two, their evening took an unexpected turn.
Hey yo, Lil Xan, who you hanging out with? Yo, this is my boy Xan Frank. That's it, the internet broke. That was it. All the photos that went viral into memes and everything came from them taking pictures of that day because they were just capturing that exact moment.
Rapper gets tattoo of Anne Frank on his face because he's dying for his music. Arnold Gutierrez,
I know he had like a good meaning for it, but that is like an awful quote to go off. He's dying for his music. Oh, fucking hell.
Just by the name Xan Frank and Arnold is Dead, stunned rap fans with a huge inking of the Jewish diarist. Articles such as this one helped Arnold's social media to explode.
After that, I wake up the next day and I have like 15K followers and the whole internet just wrecking my shit.
With the virality of the situation then leading to an Instagram post by Lil Xan announcing that Arnold was the new third member of Xanarchy. The post was amplified further when Adam22 reposted the image to his Twitter with the caption "Mood Anne Frank face tattoo" before getting Arnold in a no jumper video titled "He got an Anne Frank face tattoo."
This is the legend that everybody's been talking about.
Anne Frank. Give me your version of why you got the Anne Frank face tattoo. Let's hear it.
What's my version?
As bad as that is, it looks better than all of Adam22's tattoos. He has the worst set of tattoos ever. I can't think of anyone who has worse.
I don't know. Let's hear your version.
I don't got a version, dog.
Oh, well,
Xan Frank, dog. Xanarchy.
Is that what inspired it?
Well, now that's Xanarchy all day.
Okay.
Despite this, Arnold explained that people often didn't recognize who it was in the image.
I get funny ones like, is that your daughter? Is that your mom? Is that your girlfriend? And then I'm like, it's Anne Frank. Some people don't know who Anne Frank is.
Which is surprising, as a now deleted Reddit post of the tattoo received 4.8k upvotes on the ATBGE subreddit, which is a space dedicated to awful taste but great execution for everything that displays quality craftsmanship in the least elegant way possible. Not a bad compliment for a $20 home job.
So, to be fair, it does look like Anne Frank. It's not like a really bad image of Anne Frank. It doesn't look terrible. And I think it's just the fact that it's Anne Frank on his face.
Others on the post expressed concern over his future employment prospects, yet the reply suggested that he might qualify for some niche roles, stating, "Tell that to the HR department at the Holocaust Museum," as well as standing at the exit offering pictures with his face might be the best bet for a career. What the internet thought wasn't of interest to Arnold anyway, as he only cared about the opinion of one specific person.
The only person's reaction is my mother's. She looked at me, bro, and she was like, "Oh, you're still my son, bro." bro. I don't see that. Like nothing changed.
And if anything, the situation helped Arnold to take care of his family, given he was now being presented with new opportunities, which he previously hadn't had access to.
Now I had an opportunity to be able to walk into rooms that I wouldn't be able to walk into. Like I said, it wasn't the intention, but the fact that it happened like that, that's what made it 10 times better.
One such instance was a meeting with a top executive at Republic Records, who turned out to be Jewish, but found
Do you know, I'm trying to add commentary to this. I don't like just reacting to stuff and just not saying anything, but it's so wild to me. I just don't know what to say. I always have this problem when I react to stuff. It's just like, this is such a mad situation. Dude's got an Anne Frank face tattoo. Holy moly.
found the piece to be quite endearing.
We took him to a meeting at Republic. Clearly, she's like, shout out to the Jewish people. Yeah, she was Jewish. Anne Frank, she was about to cry.
Yeah, she was.
Arnold then gave a description of that day in his own words.
She comes from a Jewish background, and she's one of the big label execs. She brings a lot of big artists there. You could Google her, and she has a really big background in that. And we really had a heart to heart.
Also adding that most people are polite in real life and have no problems with the piece outside of the internet.
I've never even had someone like use it as an insult. The only thing I've seen is like comments online.
Alright, Sonny,
like,
how you
people
doing,
just
bro?
bashing it.
At around the same time, Arnold also got a Zanarchy tattoo on his neck, which is both strange and unfortunate, as he never even joined the crew officially, and the relationship between Arnold and Lil Xan came to an end only 3 months after their first meeting.
He's like not really part of Xanarchy no more.
Really?
Yeah, he's part of like very rare.
Oh,
It's
okay.
cool
Yeah,
though, but
it's
yeah,
cool. Like we cool with them, but
Yeah. Well,
shiny.
was it the Anne Frank face tattoo that was too much?
no.
Arnold then explained that he was removed from Zanarchy after the group's management told him this.
I had gotten kicked out from the group because they said I was like a bad influence to Lil Xan because I was like partying really hard.
Which
What?
is
He seems like a really nice guy. I don't get why he's been kicked. Isn't there like an actual like psycho as well?
Interesting as Arnold has cleaned up his act quite significantly.
Oh, yeah, there you
since
go,
getting
yeah.
the tattoo for the first time.
I'm a lot more mellow now after having a daughter, after cleaning up and stuff like that. I haven't taken Xans in a long time.
He seems
Probably
quite like
been
a
like
sound
almost
fella,
2 years now.
right?
I'm not gonna continue doing Xanax, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying, gonna push that agenda. I don't think that's cool.
Within the last month, Arnold did a photo shoot with the up-and-coming Jewish rapper BLP Kosher, who was recently interviewed by Nardwar, also getting a small feature in his Special K music video during the line "I'm a Pass the Blunt" to Anne Frank. Arnold has also recently rebranded to La Pension, which is Spanish for DJ Child Support, combining his old skill of producing music with his love
DJ Child Support, that's a banging name.
for Latin culture, ultimately hoping to spread a positive message.
Instead of like pushing this whole agenda that everybody was following as a trend with the drugs and all that stuff, let's make people dance, enjoy life, feel good about themselves.
Dude, what? Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh bro, I was gonna do a video on this. This is also an insane one. I might save this for another time, or I might do it later. What I'm trying to go back to though is DJ Child Support. But it looks all professional and shit. Like this looks sick. That looks absolutely awesome. This looks sick though. Yeah, nice. In fact, I don't really know what to say. I want to get a like to that. That's a banging video. Certified Hook Classic. It's like what like? Oh my god, I really don't know what to say. I'm trying to make a point, but I can't think of anything. Because it's just so wild. It's so unbelievably insane. I guess it paid off though. I guess that's like a positive. That it wasn't his worst choice ever. It paid off. People weren't too mad with him. I guess that's a win. That's a W.